What is up, everybody? This is Kyle from the TF Review, here with a review of Deluxe Class Crankcase. Now, I'm going to give you guys a brief disclaimer. This crankcase is snipped. If you know what that means, fantastic. If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you guys a little bit later in the review, but this is not a fully fingered crankcase. So, let's get on with it. So here we have Crankcase in his alternate mode, which is it's a GMC SUV. I don't pay attention to the GMC SUVs anymore. Oh, the wheel popped. So it could be a Suburban, maybe a Tahoe, maybe an Excursion, I don't know. It's one of them, though, because it's got the GMC logo right there in the front. There you go. So, yeah. Overall, he's got a really nice alternate mode. The windows are just a bit darker than the actual paint on the car. And it looks really nice. He's got two police sirens. And yeah, other than the gray plastic hinges right here, he's got a solid looking alternate mode. One gripe I do have are underneath. He's got these pinchers, and these things just drive me crazy. I don't know why, but they do. Just the way Hasbro set them up, they just completely drive me absolutely crazy. You can put them out in his alternate mode if you want. You just gotta flip them around like so, and then raise them up a bit. And then now you've got a Suburban with pinchers on front. But what drives me so crazy about them is that they're this just absolutely soft, pathetic rubber. I mean, they're soft that they don't hold their shape, so that when you fold them back into their little compartment space, they pop out on the bottom, which I guess is just something I don't like. Also, another thing that drives me crazy is the way they're fitted in here. Let me show you. They're fitted in here, but each one of them is barely big enough to slide in, so you have one sitting on top of the other one. And I wouldn't mind this if they just cut them down a tiny bit more so they could both slide in next to each other. But they don't, and because they do that, you've got this one pincher sitting above, which is kind of sad. Yeah. Also, another thing that kind of bugs me are these wheels. They're so highly elevated for absolutely no reason other than to give the figure bulk, because this is a small figure, and I'll show you how small it is in a little bit. I mean, under here, there's plenty of room. They've got these, these will become his feet, the back of his feet. They could have easily folded down into that compartment. And then they've got these ginormous wheels that just don't need to be big. And I believe that they're big only to make the figure look bigger than it really is. And let me show you how small and tiny and pathetic this figure is. So here he is, and I'm going to do a size comparison. Here he is next to here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Barricade. Now keep in mind, Barricade itself is a small figure, and it was always sort of just considered a small figure, and he's so much bigger. You'd think for a Suburban that he'd be a lot bigger, but he is tiny. And just to make matters worse, here he is next to Generations Wheeljack. Crankcase comes with one accessory, his MechTech weapon. And the gimmick on this, let's see if I can get it in focus. Okay, I can't get it in focus, but you can, there we go. You can pretty much see everything there is. It's nothing spectacular, it's just a MechTech weapon, and its gimmick is, pops out, like that, like a little arm. And then the end just kind of grabs you. He's got two MechTech ports, both on top. You just need to slide him in there, And now you have Crankcase with his mech tech weapon. And now he becomes a Rock'em Sock'em robot. To transform Crankcase, first you want to take off his little mech tech weapon. Just throw that to the side. And now you want to pop. Let's see if I can get this in focus first. Okay, now you want to pop this hood up like that. And then do similar to this hood. This hood pops up. And you fold the pinchers out. And then you want to take the back, fold it out like so, like that. And then pop this little panel upwards. And then you can see right here, these will become his little feetsy claws. And now he can stand up. And there we have Crankcase in his robot mode. No. Next we want to start with his arms. So to fold his arms, all we need to do is unpeg his arms. There we go. Anyway, we want to move his arms all the way up like so that he's kind of doing like a yay kind of cheer. And then you want to take his head, let's pull that back, and rotate it around. And you got these two little dreadlock looking things. And they're both on, I don't know if you can see this, they're both on ball joints. So you just want to situate them so that they're hanging down, kind of like dreadlocks. It looks a bit funny. And then I'll rave about this head sculpt a little bit later. But he's still in floppy mode, so yeah. Next you want to take these panels. Sorry, I'm kind of doing things out of order right now. I'm just being stupid. Take these panels, flip them around. Do the same on this side. Flip the panel around. Like so. Okay, now to transform his feet, what you want to do, this is kind of hard to see for me to see. Alright, you take his wheel, and you slide it down, like so. And that now allows you to slide this panel, it allows you to, you have to slide the wheel. After you slide the wheel down, let me wait for it to get in focus. Okay, so after you slide the wheel down, sorry, it's kind of hard for me to see. It slides up like that, and there you have his feet, and then you rotate the feet around, like so, and there you have Crankcase's legs. Now we're almost done with the transformation. With the chest, you need to fold the chest forward and align these arms, so this peg right here, they go into the chest and hold them, the arms in place. Let's see. Alright, now click it in, and you're good. And we are almost done. Lastly, what you want to do is you want to take this panel and click it back. It's kind of scary at first, but it's not bad. And then just, I don't think it clips, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't clip into anything, which is, you know, oh, alright, so there, just situate yourself. Okay, so there we have Crankcase in his robot mode. He's got a unique looking robot mode. I'm gonna show you just a 360 spin. He only has 2 mech tech ports, which are right there. If you want, you can just plug him in. There you got his claw. And yeah, he's ready to kick some. He's ready to punch some people with his punching gun. Okay, for articulation, for articulation, his arms move in and out, bend at the elbow. His hands bend, just in and out. He's got no waist swivel, unfortunately. His legs are on ball joints, loose ball joints, unfortunately. They bend at the knee, pretty swell. Bend at the other knee. Actually bends at 2 points in the knee, but it doesn't. You can't bend a 360. You can't bend a 180. So that's kind of disappointing, but it's fine. And yeah, I really like the robot mode. It's certainly unique. It's got a lot of great sculpting. Let me just show you this head sculpt, if I can get it close enough and focus. I mean, just look at that head sculpt. He has a fantastic head sculpt. And he's also got an awesome looking chest. Just it's just great. He's got an awesome sculpt. And he has some light piping. You might have to fold down his pinchers to see. Just look at that light piping. He's got an awesome, awesome light piping. Now, when I said at the beginning of the review, I said he was snipped, and that is this. His middle finger was cut off. Because once Hasbro shipped the first shipments of the Dark of the Moon toys, they realized that this finger extended down. It looked like he was flipping people off. So in the next shipments that Hasbro sent off, they had people cut the middle fingers off. And recently they've just started releasing a variant of Crankcase who has a completely brand new remolded hand. Unfortunately, I got this before I knew about that, so I got a circumcised Crankcase, unfortunately. But I still like this figure. He's not the best, but he's not the worst, and I would recommend him. So, if you can find him, definitely buy him. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the TF Review. Stay tuned for more Dark of the Moon toys. I got a lot coming up. And thank you for watching. You guys rock!